So, do you think you have what it takes to survive engineering school? Well, I survived, and I survived 3 years ago. That was back in 2017. But you know what is even the craziest part? I survived all this without even drinking coffee. Yes, that's right, I survived undergraduate and graduate school without taking a sip of coffee. And kudos to you if you can do the same, because I've yet to see anyone in my life who has done the same thing. But anyway, enough showing off on that. So here's how I survived, and I want to give you some general tips on how you can survive as well. I mean, engineering school, it's tough, right? So I came in with like no background in engineering. So if you're new to this journey and you're also transitioning from like no background, a completely different field, going into engineering, you're gonna need some help. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you what I did to survive. I can't say that this will work for everyone, but I mean, hey, it worked for me. And I survived graduate school. So the first thing you need to do, I mean, this is like the biggest point right here. It's to plan ahead. So right now, I mean, you're thinking about going to graduate school anyway, or you're thinking about choosing this sort of major, this field. So that means you're already thinking ahead for your life, right? So in order for you to do well in graduate school or like engineering school, you need a plan. And that doesn't mean just like planning for your classes or your next quarter, your next semester, but you gotta plan for your distractions in life. So things like family and friends, even parties, events, you need to have like this good work-life balance. But that means you have to take into consideration your distractions in life. So yes, there will be a time for school, but you also will have to plan for life events. I know it's gonna be hard because, I mean, you're gonna be distracted, or you're gonna have priorities. You want to go out and hang out with your friends, or you might want to go to the gym, or you might want to eat out. You have to plan basically hour by hour your entire day. And that's what I mean by planning. I mean, like, you gotta plan everything. Make wiggle room for like distractions, set priorities for your classes, but also make wiggle room for like distractions in life and things that you want to enjoy. Because in the end, if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna get lost somewhere. So the next thing you have to do, and again, this sort of goes along with planning, is that you have to start early. You have to start assignments and projects early. To the moment that they're given to you, you should try to start. You should plan something. Do things step by step. Don't wait, don't procrastinate, because just think about it. If you don't want to do it now, if you don't want to do it today, what makes you think you want to do it later on in the future? Like, you're not all of a sudden going to wake up and say, oh, I feel like working on this project. No one thinks like that, right? The moment that it's given to you, you're going to dread it. You can say, oh, why do I have to start it? But it's better to start now, start soon, do little by little, have slow progress than wait until the last minute, wait until the last week, get all stressed, find out that your computer's broken or something, find out your printer's not working, have like some life event interrupt what you're supposed to do. So the moment that you get it and you start on it, at least you have some progress. At least you sort of have that flow rather than just waiting and doing nothing and all of a sudden having some life event hit you in the face and then now you can't start. So this sort of not only like helps you progress, but it also sort of shows you like your work ethics. So how will you respond to projects if you actually get a job? You don't want to be that one guy in your company like waiting last minute or just not even working on it or realizing like, oh, I forgot, sorry manager. Like, that's not gonna look good on you. So in the end, just start early, okay? Just start. Doesn't mean you have to finish everything, but just even just like writing your name on that assignment, it sort of feels like you're progressing already. It just sort of feels that you're like working on it. You're getting something done at least. So at least you can like check off something productive for that day, even if it's something really, really small. The next thing you gotta do, I know it's gonna sound so weird, but it's to get enough sleep. So you're probably thinking like during college, during graduate school, I mean, you're gonna be worked a lot, you're gonna be really tired, might not have any like time for classes or for your life events. In the end, if you don't get enough sleep, like how are you gonna even function the next day? So I do try to get like 8 hours of sleep, but I know it's impossible in actual like college. So realistically around like at least 4 hours, 6 hours is like the average probably. Like 6 hours is enough to keep you functioning, and you should definitely prioritize at least 6 hours of sleep. So again, going back to planning, yeah, you have your 8 a.m. class, but don't sleep at like 2 a.m. if you don't have to. If you like incorporate all these things, if you plan ahead and you like start early, then you're not gonna be lacking in sleep. You're not gonna be lacking in some time. You're gonna have things in order. You're gonna have a plan hour by hour, what you're gonna be doing in life. So yes, get enough sleep. You're gonna thank me later for this because at least your brain's gonna be working. You're not gonna be like sleeping in class. You're not gonna feel groggy in class. You're gonna be at least somewhat alert. And there are like so many scientific research papers saying that sleep is good for your mental health and for your like ability to learn. I mean, all that's true. So just get enough sleep. And again, realize I survived engineering school without having to drink coffee, okay? So if I can do it, you can definitely do it. It's because like I didn't need to drink coffee because I had enough sleep. You know, I wasn't always tired and sleepy because I prioritized and made sure that I had enough time to sleep. And lastly, what I consider to be the most important is to take frequent breaks. So again, I know you're probably thinking like, how is this even possible during engineering school? How is this possible during college? So going back to the very top, so long as you plan things and you prioritize some things and you know, set wiggle room for some things in your life, you can squeeze this in. You can take frequent breaks. So realistically, I know human beings, we all get distracted, right? We got social media, we got our phones, we got games, we got life events, we got family and friends, we got things that we can't control. No one really wants to do the work, so going back to the whole procrastination part, if you're given a project, what makes you think that you want to do it later on, right? It's just boring work. If you find yourself that you're always distracted or that you're looking at your phone, just like let it be, as in accept the fact that you're on your phone and just play the game, right? Just go on social media. Do it until it sort of hurts you. Once you get that regretful mindset, then you'll realize, wow, I need to like focus more. So I know this sort of goes against procrastinating, but because you realize that you're distracted, just indulge in it and then make yourself regret it. Have that pain motivate you to finish it, if that makes sense. It's almost like a anti-award mindset. So for you, on your phone, always getting distracted when you should be doing homework, just indulge in that phone, indulge in that 1 hour, just make yourself feel guilty, and then maybe, just maybe, you'll say, you know what, I don't deserve this 1 hour of distraction, now I'm gonna get back to work. At least that was how I did it. So yes, I did take the reward first, I felt guilty, and then I finished the task because I felt guilty. Again, this could not work for everyone. Having these 4 little tips, like this is what helped me survive engineering school. And again, engineering school is difficult. And if you can somehow survive without coffee, like me, you know, just let me know, because to me, I think that's impossible for any normal person out there. So hopefully these tips help. I mean, good luck out there because you're gonna need it. It is not easy. Like, you sacrifice so much just to graduate. And once you graduate, at least for me, all those sacrifices were worth it. It's just how you build yourself and where you see yourself in the future. Alright, that's it. Goodbye.